Early morning, going on a little walk. I don't want to put my address. I don't know if it's too late. About to turn 27. It feels like, it honestly feels like I'm turning a new leaf in life. Now I know for a fact that like every period of hardship or like stress, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, like every period, I don't know if it's physical, mental, or emotional, but like every period comes with every period of hardship just comes with some ease. And I'm saying that because I should probably walk this way because of the lighting. But when I get over there, I'll move this way. But what I'm trying to say is, for a long time, just like there was always like some, maybe I was unhealed. I mean, I was definitely unhealed, but there was always like, just because the systems I grew up in, and just the I don't know how to say it, but like the systems that I grew up in, and the things that I saw, which were, okay, let's say you're born to just, okay, when you're born to pretty much blank, emptiness. There's no manual or like blueprint, or so it's like there's not a prerequisite for what is good and what is not good. So here I am just coming into the world relatively healthy. I think everybody pretty much starts out pretty healthy, but it's through like the systems. For example, there's systems in America, and then there's it goes into like a deeper sense, systems in your family, and then like just systems for yourself. That a lot of the systems we put on ourselves aren't even our systems that we chose. They're just systems that just somehow, the group of people. It's kind of like in Squid Games, you know how there's a bunch of teams and like they just end up randomly occurring, and then you guys are like, so it's like your family ends up being one team, and there's dynamics in the middle, like one person causing this or one person that. Like, of course nobody's perfect, but a lot of the teammates I had, or just the people growing up, like, I mean, I can't say for sure, but like if I were to say, actually when it comes to parenting, I can't really say that, but it's like I'm just shedding, like letting go of all that, even their existence, as sad as it says. Like, I don't even want to think about certain people's existences no more, dog. It's like a complete blank slate. Yeah, it's like, just growing up with people who, the worst part of not being healed, or the worst part of dealing with certain situations or people, is like the being able to see, at least just even like notice it or acknowledge things, is pretty much half the battle. But when you're dealing with characters that just characters that like aren't even aware, bro. I think most people, I don't know, I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people are going through Earth just like completely unaware. And you could say that for me too. Like there is a lot of things I'm unaware of, but I'm also aware of myself, the way my actions can affect somebody, or just being able to put myself in someone else's shoes. So I don't know. So like now I'm at the point where I'm pretty much starting from scratch. But it's good now because I read this tweet. It was like, for men, we are the sculptor and the sculptee, which pretty much is like when it's like it's up to us to carve out our life. Like literally, we're the ones who are carving out our life. But at the same time, we are the carvee, like the object that's being worked on. So it's a pretty interesting case there, where it's like we're our own dad and son in a way. So it's like, yeah, I'm just in an era of yeah, I'm just in an era of like new beginnings. I spent the last life, and I say that I think because me turned 27, because 27 is another 9 year. If you're into astrology or numerology, the numbers pretty much hold an energetic pattern. So 1 would be the beginning, 2, second, third, 3, 5 would be like halftime, the middle. So 9 is pretty much the number for completion. If like even using logic, like forget the whole like hocus pocus thing that people think. Like logically, something that is a 1 would be at the beginning. For example, my last name is A. So a lot of times in attendance and all that for school, or just anything paperwork, my name would end up being at the top because that's 1, So, and then 9 would be endings or completions. So right now I'm 26, I'm at 8, so I'm turning 27 in like a month or 2, and I'm already starting to feel that like that completion energy. It's like when you turn 18, that's another 9 year. 8 plus 1, 9. That's how you can get your you get your ID, or not your ID. Yeah, I mean you can't really drink. Yeah, I think they changed it. 18 used to be cigarettes, but 21 was but either way, 18 is when you're like responsible for yourself, like you don't have legal guardian. So it's like that's what 1 9 year, and then now I'm at 27. So yeah, it really does feel like I'm wrapping things up. But it's like, dang, dude, like I was in that funk, or in that I think the way to say it is like, people who, I wouldn't say like I wasn't in a cult or anything like that, but just like the family dynamics that I grew up in was very cult-like. Super cult-like. And like there would be just certain people who I think it's easy to say, oh, that person dysfunctional. It's easy to point at somebody else and like be like, oh, that person's unhealed, that person this, that person that. But like there are black and whites in this situation. Like for sure there is. Like when it comes to either like raging, or there's certain things in a relationship that's like completely black and white, like not allowed, like raging, yelling. I mean, you could like, yelling happens, but if it's that's what I mean, just explaining like, I can go yell at my brothers like no, and it'll end. and it'll be smooth. But with certain other people, but anyways, like, it's just dominance. I think the issue that I'm having is like humans' need for dominance, and there's a whole pecking order that people will either try to put you in, or like, yeah, it can even happen with the own members of your family. Because think about it, like, especially if you're men, I think some dads do not want to be out alphaed or outdone by their kids. Or two brothers could have, because humans, we have a full range of emotions, so the dark emotions are present. And statistically, you're most likely to get hurt or abused or killed or even murdered by the ones in your family, just because of that familiarity thing. So yeah, the main thing I'm trying to say is that, like, I'm breaking away from the whole family dynamic, like my role, like I'm a son, or I'm this, or I'm that, or kind of how, like, for women, it would be like, if in their relationship, oh, that's that person's husband, or that person's girlfriend, or the boyfriend, or this and that. So now I'm just looking at the world like myself. So yeah, I'm just pretty much detaching from that, whatever you want to call it, enmeshment. Because for a while, I could even have my own identity. It would be like, just, yeah. But anyways, I'll stop yapping. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a part 2 to the first video, but a little less emotionally intense. I'm kind of over a lot of shit. All right.